Oh, top of the morning to you latties. It's your favourite friendly neighbourhood overlord here, back again with another action figure review and a horrible Irish accent. My apologies to all my subscribers from ye old Ireland. But today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends quote-unquote mini-comics wave. Banshee from Giant-Sized X-Men, who is indeed Irish, like yours truly. Actually, I'm part Irish, Scottish, English, and Germanic, with a pint of Native American in there. And a little bit of Overlord family trivia. There is a castle for my family / ancestors in old Scotland. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any gargoyles, though. That is some bullshit. I might need to fix that. But either way, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves with pointless trivia that will win you nothing from me, like seriously, I could do a giveaway and just tell you, leave a comment saying what's up and you win. I don't know. Maybe someday. But we don't have the budget for that kind of crap here. Why don't we take a look at Banshee's accessories, however, because he does come with he comes with some. So, he comes with a pair of grip hands, one of which has a fucking trigger finger. Why? I don't know. I guess he shoots an AK-47 while he's screaming his ass off. He comes with one open hand. Really? Just one. We got this, and oh crap, they're for the same side. Hasbro, are you that stupid, or is there something we don't know? Either way, he comes with that. He comes with the screaming head, thankfully, so we don't have to hear people bitch like they did when they didn't include one with Siren. His daughter, sister, I forget. But she's an X-Force, I believe. OG X-Force? I want to say she hooks up with Deadpool for a minute, but don't quote me on that. That said, I will say, my Screamin' Head had a little nick right on the fucking chin. So I had to carefully clip it off. It's still kind of there, but it's a lot better than it was, let me tell you what. And then he comes with the stupid little mini-comic, Giant-Size X-Men #1, I'm guessing. Which is a pretty decent team. You got Banshee, Wolverine, Storm, Colossus, Sunfire, Thunderbird, Warpath's brother there. I guess if we were going to get updates, did I say Nightcrawler already? I guess if we were going to get updates any of these guys, Thunderbird and Sunfire would probably be the most likely candidates, because they have probably the weakest figures, although I like the old Sunfire figure. I don't think it's bad. That Thunderbird's kind of not great, I'm afraid. Now I'm doing the fat bastard thing. I told myself I wasn't going to do it. But taking a closer look at Banshee. And while I do like the mutton chops, it reminds me of a young George C. Scott. If he had red hair, that is. I'm going to actually keep him with the Screamin' Mimi head. I like it more, sue me. I will say, I would have liked to have gotten the alt head from the 3-pack, where he was wearing the yellow and blue, and I think he came with, was it Evil Villain's girlfriend, Psylocke, and Gambit, right? Inside joke. But I would have liked the closed mouth head to go with this guy, just in case I don't hang him up. I'd have a manila head so he can just be chilling with the rest of the Giant-Size X-Men, you know. He doesn't always have to be yelling his ass off. It's not healthy. But as far as articulation goes, his head will rotate. It'll look up okay, hindered by the collar, which is not soft enough, but it's not stiff enough to prohibit it too bad, I guess. You can look down. You can tilt a little bit. His shoulders surprisingly will go up, like, pretty darn far, even with this cape. Now, this cape thing, is this a cape? his wing cape, his flying squirrel cape. That's really what it is. It's not perfect. Like, really, it's not. I don't know how else they could have done this, though. Oh, wow, these little things on the side do rotate. I don't know how else they could have done this, though. Because, let me tell you what, if you are a comic book illustrator or character creator, and you create a character with wings like this, you're a fucking dick, alright? Because it's a bitch to translate to action figures. Popping that down. He does have the beautiful butterfly, and his arms can rotate. He's got a bicep swivel. Double elbow. That does work just fine. His cape does get in the way. He's got disc hinge wrists. Work just like disc hinge wrists. Zap Crunch will move that far forward, this far back. That's fine. His waist will turn. His hips will kick out. And he actually almost gets a split. He'll kick forward. Down, he's got a thigh cut. Double jointed knee. And because the boot's actually pretty far down on the leg, you got a decent amount of room to grab the calf to bend the knee, so that's nice. He does have boot cut. This is a little gummy on mine, this side, but I fear taking these off anymore, so I don't want to wreck stuff. This side's a lot better. As far as stickiness goes, this one, it's not even really that. I mean, it does it a little bit, but like this side I think even does it a little bit. Actually, this side don't do it much at all. It's not enough for me to futz with it. We'll say that much. I like Banshee, but I don't think I give enough of a shit to go ham on that. And I don't want to mess up his cape. I don't know if the heat will mess that up because it is kind of like paper. So I'd rather not risk it. If I was to do anything, probably just try to get some soap in there. But again, I don't want to screw up his cape. So it is what it is. I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm not going to futz with it. I'm going to leave it alone. And right after I turn this video off, I'm going to break his fucking leg, probably. No, I'm kidding, of course. I'm probably literally not going to mess with that. Because it's not worth it, Lottie. So, with that being said, I think it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Banshee, alongside a couple other characters available in this Marvel Legends quote-unquote mini-comic wave. We have Adam Warlock from the Infinity Gauntlet, and Rom, the Space Knight from, well, Rom the Space Knight. And spoiler alert, that figure fucking rocks. I love that figure. No homo. So, yeah, as you can see, Banshee's pretty average-sized, as opposed to giant-sized. Heyo! Compared to the likes of Adam Warlock and especially Rom, who I think it was Dan who did a comparison with The Thing. He's about the same height as The Thing, if that gives you an idea of how sizable good old Rom is. So getting these two out of here. That said, Banshee's not supposed to be like a giant, so it works. Now we got our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith right there, and the infamous 11 Spawn right there, who, as usual, towers over everyone. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the fact that good old Banshee here had to come with a absolutely 110% useless trigger finger hand instead of another open hand, still perplexed as to why the Sam Hill Hasbro went and did that. I am very happy to have Banshee. I think he's a cool character. I think he's got cool powers. He can fly. He can make you deaf. That's kind of fun, right? And he, I believe, completes the giant-sized X-Men. You know, unless we get an updated Thunderbird or Colossus, they're the only ones I really feel need updates. I think the Wolverine we got's fine. The Nightcrawler we got's fine. The Storm is more than fine. The Sunfire, I guess he's kind of old. He could use an update, but he's fine for the most part. But Banshee was a character I didn't have at all, so I'm very happy to have him now. Never got the one that was blue and yellow, so yeah, this one totally works for me. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.